takes courage and it takes presence to feel. And right now, I feel cold hands, a bit nervous. Because when I think of breaking the mold, I also feel shame. I feel too much. Because it's always been about frames, a way to fit in, and I never did. Always the new kid in school, tall, blessed with natural presence, very curious. I ask a lot, not cool. Sure, I have friends, but I also feel unseen, unheard, and misunderstood. I made it through school, haunted, feeling too something, too much, too loud, too curious, too fast, too... Exactly. So eventually, I wore a smile as a mask, and all my questions as an aimer. After school, I became a social worker. And during my studies, I do night shift in these big group homes up to 25 adults. Some of them twice my age. All of them with a mental health issue. Depression, psychosis, personality disorders. And my mom just recently told me she was scared for me every single night shift. And me? No, why? So when I got my first real job after in youth care, I thought, 9 kids in a group home, instead of 25 adults, easy. I got the degree, I got 5 years of practice, I've handled some wild, severe, and literally bloody situations, so bring it on. Yeah. Yeah. 2 months in, I will learn otherwise. So it's a Friday night, afternoon-ish, in November, already dark and cold outside. All kids gone for the weekend, except 2 girls. You know, these 2. Each of them downed a bottle of cheap champagne together in the bathtub. So now they're really bold and yelling at me. You don't get to tell us anything! Clean up after yourself! Gabi is so much nicer than you! The team lead, she really gets us. What? Are you scared now? Pushing my every button. And me, Miss, I studied this stuff, about to pee my pants. So I locked myself in the office, staring at this thin glass door, thinking, if that shatters, they're coming for me, armed with pieces of broken glass. I'm out of ideas. I call Gabi, the team lead. And she calls the girls on their phone, tells them, go to your room, and they do it. Just like that. I'm floored. 2 days later, I sit in front of my boss, Martin, my personal Yoda. Younger, less green, and he can speak words in the right order. I expect him to fire me. He asks, Leonie, what's your stance? My what? I want those annoying teenagers to behave? His advice. Go learn Kung Fu. The stance and presence will help. Once you know how to defend yourself, you almost never need to. Well, as a good employee, I do exactly what he says, and I go to an improv class and found my personal kung fu. Being playful, being foolish, exploring characters and feelings. Every too much becomes an asset. So I play myself free. And I figured my curiosity is a gift, and presence is everything. And improv helps a lot for my next job, when I become the professional big sister for teenage girls. And these girls, surprise, don't fit in. Society labels them too nasty, too lazy, too... Sound familiar? Exactly. So when I tell them, I feel you, I really mean it. And one of these girls sticks to my heart ever since. Mary, 18 back then. Long brownish hair, low voice, always guarded, and always very sick. Kidney stones, lung infections, diseases I expect in old people. And she looked at me and wonders if I'm one of those adults putting labels on her. So in our session, we had this quiet deal. I go first. I share how I really feel. And only then she will open up. About being sick again, longing for belonging, first crush, and the big one, career. And one day I hear why belonging felt so impossible. Because when Mary was little, her mother would take her and her siblings to the store, tells them to wait outside by the carts, and went in alone. And the kids, never sure if mommy comes back, take them home again. Left out, forgotten. This is how beliefs form. I'm too much. I don't matter. I'll be forgotten. Imagine building a future with those beliefs. And Mary faced it, felt it, walked all the way through. So today, she works in a nursery home, soon leading a team. She protects their dignity and holds space for those who feel forgotten. And like Mary, we all want to be seen. Teens, leaders, the elderly. We all feel alone and disconnected. And the WHO says loneliness can be as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day or being overweight. And it's not just about being alone. It's about not being seen and not being felt. And that's why feeling is so radical. It literally keeps us alive. And so I thought, let's bring this into the world and into companies. And suddenly I was self-employed. So going solo means everything lands on me. So I had an options. Stick to the mold or carve my own way. And for that, I figured my usual tools aren't working. I need something else. Somatic experiencing. Feeling the feelings. Not performing, not overanalyzing, just letting them sit in my body. And that's presence. So last year, I did a communication workshop for executives. We do role plays. I'm the employee and they're the boss. And after several rounds of me being in this, I don't care, teenage mode, I ask, are there no situations with difficult feelings here? Dead silence. Pin drop. Not a sound. Finally, someone speaks up. And I embody an employee whose mother's dying. The room shifts. Guards drop. People come alive. You know, it's these moments. Someone cries. You feel it too. You may be overwhelmed and you stay. Say what is, not what should be. That's vulnerability in action. Not the strong mask, not the quick fix, just presence. As Brené Brown puts it, vulnerability isn't weakness, it's courage. And science backs her up. Leaders who show vulnerability are trusted more. Investors believe them more even when the news is bad, and teams perform better. So leaders often think they must be strong, always knowing all the answers. But that's the old script, right? Boys don't cry, be tough, be brave. But here's a paradox. If you don't feel your own fear first, you miss it everywhere else. And I've seen it up close, like take Thomas. In his 40s, charming, successful, a CEO who came to me because he wants to lead with more empathy. So we try feelings. Joy, easy peasy. Anger, home run. Fear, total stone face. Have you ever felt fear? You don't really know, huh? That hit. And you know, that's the thing. Leaders who take that step, explore and own all their emotions, their teams thrive. EY found out teams are 90% more likely to feel connected and engaged when led by a leader who gets emotions. And that's huge. And if you now secretly think, Thomas, that's me, no worries. Here's a simple hack. Ask your child, your partner, a friend, what scares you? And where do you feel it in your body? And then notice your own reaction. That's presence. And do you think that's just a man's problem? No. When I work with women, help them fully feel all their emotions, these sessions are deep, intense, and transformative. When a woman finally frees herself from adapting to every external expectation, from constantly people-pleasing, when she allows herself to feel anger, really feel it, and show it, she comes alive, fully present, no longer unseen and no longer interrupted. She speaks her truth with her full power. And the world finally has to take notice. So being seen isn't about applause. It's about saying out loud how you really feel. About standing in your own skin, even when it shakes. And when you do, you realize something crazy. The world isn't against you. It's waiting for you to show up. So I challenge you right here, right now. Feel it. Name it. Show up. Even when your voice cracks. Or your chest feels tight. You lose your lines. Show up. Because the world desperately needs you. Exactly as you are. Because the world needs you. Exactly as you are. And yes, it takes courage to feel. And yes, it takes courage to be seen.